Okay guys, I got two problems with my microwave. The first started that the light was not coming on inside the microwave when I was heating food, and just as I was about to fix it, I had another problem. When you open the door, it starts to turn, no light is on, it's not emitting any microwaves, but obviously there's a problem, and the suspect is right here, this switch that's inside here. I forget if it's the bottom or the top. So I'm going to start by removing this grill, and there's 4 screws, one here, one there, and each corner around. Don't mind the ghost, it's close to Halloween and my kids like to decorate. Alright, I pulled the grill off. Now I got a few more screws and it will just pull straight out. You can see down here in the corner there's one, another, and then we got 2 up here. That's just for the vent to blow the air back. I got to shut the power off. It just unplugs. The only problem I'm going to have is I'm doing this myself, so it's going to be difficult to slide it out and unplug it at the same time. Alright. Alright. Not sure if I can get this or not. Probably should have. One thing I wanted to point out, just so I don't forget, this happened last time. See these little feet right here? The back of the microwave has little legs that go right into that area. It's kind of hanging me up last time, so pay attention when you're going back. Unfortunately, I have this vent kit that I have to take off in order to get to it, so the screws all along the back, pretty self-explanatory. And that's the only way I'm going to be able to expose the... Okay, I got the vent kit off. Now I'm going to pull the cover housing off. Screw, screw, all the way around. Okay, I got the cover off. Just to let you know, I took the screws off and it was stuck down here at the bottom. There's a little like double back tape there, so I felt like something was not going to give, but it was just sticky from the tape. So you see I replaced this switch once before, and the date. And my daughter decided to write a note. I said, you know, never know, someone could be in this microwave again. I didn't think it'd be this soon. That's less than 2 years ago. Alright. Alright, here is the mechanism. So you can see when you open that, this is where the 2 switches are. And then inside here, the microswitch is right there. And there's one up there. I believe it was the lower one that went bad on me last time. So that's where that's at. And if I remember, I think the light bulb is right in here. So I'm just going to take that screw out. Yep, there's my light bulb. And look, it's all spattered from stuff that's exploded in the microwave, or not exploded, but just boiled over in the microwave. So that's my light problem. So it actually, pulling that out, that one screw, made it much easier to get to those switches. So I didn't do this last time, but I would this time.
Okay, I wanted to point out there are 2 screws that hold the assembly in place. And I'll try to highlight them here in a second. But you'll take these 2 screws loose to take the mechanism out of the microwave to access the switches. That's the easiest. You're not going to be able to replace the switches inside the microwave. You need to pull the mechanism out.
Just so you know about the high voltage, that's the capacitor right in there, that silver battery looking thing. And even though that it's unplugged, that can still be charged with electricity, so stay away from that. Alright, I got the door mechanism loose. Let's see. I just like to note the wires. The lower one, orange is on the outside, black on the end, and the top switch, black single wire is the top one, and yellow and black on the bottom side. One of the things I do before I take the wires off, I like to mark them so I know exactly where they went. All right, there's 3 micro switches altogether, 1, 2, and 3, and you can see down here when I flick this, you hear the clicking. That's the micro switch changing. Same with that one, and then this one over here is get to it like this. But anyways, to test it, I'm using an ohm meter and just took these. Of course, everything's testing fine now, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Maybe it was a loose connection, I don't know. But so this particular switch is meant to, the beeping is meant to be closed all the time. So when I open the switch, I can get my, see, I click on and off. So that one's working properly. And this one is meant to only close when the switch is tripped. Same with that one. That's the one I replaced once before. And now we're back to this one over here. And this one, if I had a third hand, I would do a little better. And we'll just activate the button here. So they're all working. Isn't that wonderful? I did notice this wire's been heated up here. This is on the top micro switch, so that could definitely be a problem. Okay, I just plugged it back in. I opened it about 3 times, it worked fine, and now it just came on again. So I obviously got a problem with the switch. Just don't know how to figure out which switch it is. Alright guys, I think it's this switch here, the top one. I just pulled the wires off and checked it in here without wiggling the door, and I had continuity going through it, meaning that the buzzer was going, and as I was playing with it, it stopped. So I think that switch is getting finicky. See, that's when it's supposed to come on. See, it's still on and the door is open. It is supposed to be off when the door is open. See, that's my switch. So, alright, well, I sure hope so. So off to the appliance store. Look right there. Right there, you see that yellow with red orange button? That is the micro switch, and there's nothing holding it, and it's stuck in the down position. And I bet... Alright, I've tried about 100 times now to get this button to stick, just to confirm it outside of the microwave, and I can't do it. It just won't. I don't know why, but anyways, I feel comfortable. I'm going to replace it. Okay, I verified it. I got it to stick down. I guess I just wasn't pushing it far enough. As you can see, it's stuck down, and it just popped back. So, here's my culprit. Okay, I picked up the micro switch today. You'll see this one's a little bit different than the previous one. See, this one has 3 prongs, the other one had 2. This is a universal switch. It can be wired both constant on or off. Not constant, but you can reverse the switch the way it is. And it only cost me 12 bucks for a generic switch, and that was from Advantage Supply in Altamont Springs. They were real good. Unfortunately, they didn't have the light bulb. The light bulb, I had to go down to Marcone in Orlando, and they ripped my face off. It cost me $20 for this light bulb. Everywhere else, 20 bucks. Everywhere else was $10 on the internet, maybe 11, but I would have had to wait 3 or 4 days to get it, and I needed it right now, so what are you going to do? Alright, I put the switch back in, and just remounted it and double checked it. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in right now. All right, and open the door, and seems to be working fine. The light bulb just slides into place. There's nothing actually that holds it. This goes right in here. Well, I plugged it in and the light lasted for about 4 seconds and then shut off. So the $20 light didn't work. Great. Okay, my $10 light bulb, $20 light bulb rather, lasted about 10 seconds. I found this holder at the appliance store. The guy actually gave it to me, and he said the only light bulbs that he had were probably too long. Well, it goes inside this holder here, so you see I have quite a bit of room. So I went to Ace and bought this light bulb, and you can see it's going to fit in here fine with no problem. And you see I got plenty of room. So you can tell these terminals, I don't know if you can see how thick they are. The positive is going to be the small one, the thinner one than the other side. Just like when you look at a light socket, when you look at one of these sockets here, your positive is the smaller hole right there. So, and we got a black, our black is going to be our positive here too. It's an incandescent bulb, so it shouldn't really matter, but do it the right way. Okay, I ran into a problem. This wire here does not fit, this connector doesn't fit on there. It's the small kind, so I got to change that out. Alright guys, see what I did here? I ended up just using a jumper lead off them both. Just trimmed it down so I got a good solid connection. I don't know, I just didn't want to cut that wire. It's not a big deal. Let's see if it works. Plug it in. And moment of truth. Hey! Alright, my $4 light worked rather than my $20 one. Alright, I'm going back together. Okay, I'm going back in the microwave, but look how far back that outlet is. I don't know if you can light it up good enough for you to see. It's way back there, way too far for my arm to reach. So I got to figure out something different. So I got a long pole here, and I put some painter's tape with attached. I think I can push it in like this and then pull it off. So we'll see.